be doing perspective, and it's a picture of a whale and a boat. And so we're going to use charcoal, which I changed a little bit in the lesson plan. And so we're going to draw the boat, and if you want to break it down to simple shapes, it's kind of like the outline of a house. But then you're going to draw the oars, and what I did for that was I drew a skinny line and then made it thicker at the edge so that it looks like a boat. And from the underside, because it's all about perspective and size, but also in the viewpoint. So we're looking underneath. The shape of the whale is going to almost be like a big teardrop. And the reason I decided to use charcoal with this instead of crayon or other things for the older kids is because it can blend really well with the liquid watercolors, and also it looks nice whenever it's all finished, and just to kind of get them used to using charcoal. So about right here, I'm going to make 2 lines. This is kind of going to be the mouth, the open mouth of the whale, and you're going to use your charcoal, and you can put it on its side. Make sure you keep that strong line on the edge, but you're just going to fill all this in. And the kids shouldn't have to press too hard. This is kind of somewhat soft charcoal. Do not blend this. I know kids get this and they go, oh, I want to blend. Don't let them blend really. It's just we want to add the color in there, but they do have to be careful that they don't rub their hand across it because it'll smear on their page. So this is only for the older kids. For the younger kids, we're going to use crayon. We'll go ahead and use black crayon. And I'm going to actually draw the shape of the whale and the boat, and they're just going to color it in. So that'll take some of the time off of them doing it themselves. What we might do though is I'm going to do this part, but I'm going to have the younger kids draw the fins of the whale by themselves, and then this is something that the older kids are going to do, is to fill this in. Okay. Okay, imagine that I filled all that in. Oh, let me show you how to do the teeth. I just do different lines of different sizes and thickness up here, and then you're going to fill all this in as well. If it does get outside of the border, you can use an eraser and try and get it off. Just encourage the kids to blow it off, don't brush it off, and that'll keep the rest of their page clean for the most part. Okay, pretend like this is all colored in. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do the background. So you want to add just a little bit of charcoal around the edge of your page, and kind of in a sweeping motion. I'm coming up around the whale, but I'm not touching the whale. I'm just kind of doing a little border right here. And we're going to go up all the way around this edge because this is the darkest. We want to show that it's the deep part of the ocean. And then maybe this side over here. Okay, so it would look like this when you're done. And then I have liquid watercolors, and they are different because they're already wet. So they're a lot like paint. And the 2 colors that you're going to be getting with class are blue and green. And to make the watercolor lightest, like in this image, it's white around the boat. I'm going to not put any paint there. And then around here, I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. Okay, so you don't want to paint on top of your whale. You want to just go around the outside edge of it. And if I had a bigger brush, this would go faster, but this is pretty good. Okay. Okay, you can fill in the teeth with a very wet blue color, but I want to talk to you about how to keep this part white. Just dip your brush in water, even if your water's dirty. And you're going to go around the boat, but don't touch the boat. You don't want that to bleed, is what that's called. You want to go around the boat, but not touch the boat. And kind of come way out here, all the way around. Then you want to dip your brush in the color and slowly add it around the boat. Get some water so that that part stays your lightest part, just like in the image. So it's a way for it to keep the white of the page when you're using watercolors. So you're just going to put water. Okay, so then all you have to do is add in the last little strokes around the outside to make it look like that water's moving. And you can let it dry a little bit and add these in, and then you should be done.